Oh wow. It has been 5 months since we uploaded a video. And it's our only video. Well, actually this was on purpose. We've just been waiting since 1,000 views and 100 subscribers on our first video. It was all planned, guys. This was all planned. You know, better late than never, I'd like to say. But yeah, a spring video in the summertime doesn't sound too good, I would say. But you know what, you're gonna get it anyways, and we're gonna make it a lot longer than the first video. Not 20 minutes long, I don't think. Unless I drag this intro on for too long. Nope. We wouldn't want to drag out the video for so long, wouldn't we? I mean, I am getting kind of hungry though. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff.
My reason for watching Berserk 2017 is not just because of this review. Believe it or not, I was actually really curious as to how they would adapt the Falcon of the Millennium Empire arc. They've sent a pretty clear signal that they're sticking with CG, and there's nothing that you can do or say about it because it's cheap. Well, maybe not necessarily that it's just cheap, it's also because they can't afford to make an entire 2D animation of it, which in that case, then why even make it? Oh, besides money, of course money, because yeah. Sure, this was a tidbit improvement of 2016. I'll give them that. They did a lot of things a lot better. But at the end of the day, how can you call this good? Unless you want to believe in your mind that it's good, like some people who will say, oh no, I don't know why everyone's so mad. I thought it was good. At this point, I want to say, it's not even about us anymore. It's not about what we want. This is about giving a near 30-year-old manga the adaptation that it deserves. Not to be thrown away by garbage CGI. The one positive that you can take away from this, though, is the soundtrack. I gotta admit, throughout this, even 2016 and 2017, the soundtrack's been absolutely amazing. Those guys did a great job. Especially when it comes to this shit!
I only watched one episode, guys. I really fucked up with this one because I really did not want to watch the second one either. From what I could tell, this girl gets hired for a modeling job, and apparently our protagonist is illiterate and cannot read the fine print, as she's hired to be a main attraction for a whole month at the city that is losing popularity. She assumes she has to pretend to be a queen of the city for like a weekend. And then it turns out she has to stay for a whole month trying to reel back in the youthful community. For some reason, it reminded me of Amagi Brilliant Park, except there's more girls, and it's a slice of life, I think. I still don't know. I have only watched one episode, guys, so please do not take any of my words for anything on this show seriously.
Alright, after a 3-year hiatus, or 4 if you were watching the subbed version, which by the way, Jesus Christ, everybody's favorite anime to cosplay as is back. And now I know many people really enjoyed Season 2, but personally for me, I felt it was a little bit stale. And whether that be because of my bias towards certain characters over other characters, or overall that I felt that this season didn't live up to Season 1, and even in Season 1, I slowly started to kind of drift off, and I think part of my reasoning for drifting off and not really enjoying the story as much as others do is the fact that I can't stand this guy.
Oh my god!
Even more so, I can't stand this girl.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
And I especially cannot stand this gender bender.
God, people are so evil.
The other thing that turned me off was there's too much ovaries. That about sums up my analysis of Attack on Titan Season 2, folks. Too much ovaries, not enough action.
Attention, you have just lost 75% of your subscribers. No, wait, make that 95%. Congratulations, dumbass.
I hate this, man. Oh. And it's for stupid reasons too, so please bear with me. I have seen this cliche of an older man and a little girl overcoming great barriers and a lot of stories in the past year. Now what's the problem with this one? Because some of them were actually pretty good. The problem with Allisons Aruku is because it's boring. It doesn't make an impression on me at all. Ironically, one of the big main reasons why I don't think I'll remember this show or what it had to offer is because some sick freak bastard sitting behind a desk in their studio thought it was a great idea to almost make the first episode an hour long. The points from the pilot that I can recall at the moment was this big stupid floating arm hovering in the middle of the road, and that the art style reminded me of another stupid magical girl show. So where does Allisons Aruku sit on my radar? Well, nowhere. You got it right. I give this a no way Jose out of 10 because it doesn't appeal to anybody. No one's going to watch this. No one's going to want to watch this. I know a few people who actually liked it, but I just know they didn't actually want to watch it either.
I got some real shit for y'all. Y'all motherfuckers been waiting a long time for this motherfucker.
僕に追いついたご褒美としてこのぐらいだ。このぐらいなら頑張ってやってもいい。
Mega faggot.
This show is really, really, really gay. But if you can get past that, then I definitely say watch. Ah, who am I kidding? You're all a bunch of fruits anyway. You'll watch it.
I have no idea how they did it, but they did it. The attempts of trying to get a Remo back on television somewhat succeeded with the help of Aramanga Sensei. Without the help of this average pile of hot garbage, we wouldn't have been able to witness a studio actually slap itself in its own ugly, dumb, stupid face.
Fuck!
For those who don't completely understand what I'm talking about, Remo was a series that debuted back in 2010, which focused around the love, and I mean love, from a brother towards his sister. It's oddly similar to the plot of this show, and so fans made many jokes and references that this was just Remo Season 3. Coincidentally, both of these dirt piles are not so very good, so we pretty much did get into Remo Season 3. And that's okay. I will point out that the humor aspects of Aramanga Sensei are actually its strong points. A1 Pictures actually does know what can be funny, but they don't know what can be romantic either, and I hate that. Now, if you took a real close look, now you gotta really look here, there's actually potential hiding in there somewhere. Too bad it's a goddamn swing and a miss. So, no. The show's a no. Unless you want to waste your time, then definitely watch it.
What's the best way to sell some toys that no one's ever heard of to my knowledge because I've never heard of them, therefore no one else has ever heard of them? Make a shitty CGI anime that no one's gonna like except the weirdos and anyone under the age of fetus. Which is fucking nobody. So, let's think about this show from a perspective that probably none of the businessmen that helped produce and make this did. The attention span of the average person in 2017 is that of a flying squirrels. The only difference is that flying squirrels are cool, and you're not. So let's try to make the most boring show that we can possibly make, and make the animation shitty. Besides the 2D, of course.
Parody, parody, Parody. I have no idea what I was thinking when trying to watch this show for 5 episodes long. You get a girl who is an angel who carries around a kiss note. Get it? I believe you shouldn't focus on shock value for humor for too long, and that's what this show did. But for the amount I watched, this specifically and only expanded on that for 5 whole episodes where you're just getting shocked by whatever they can shock you with, whether it's incest, love ties, love tyrants, until I just stopped watching. Guys, just watch the first episode, and then you've watched it all. The sequences and the cleverness of all the jokes that are censored down to 1 episode is copied and pasted for 11 more episodes. This is pretty much the equivalent of what the scary movies and the epic movies and the B movies are equivalent to the film industry. It's funny, I guess. So you can go for it, but you're not gonna really be happy.
When it comes to romance animes, I'm probably one of the last guys you could ever expect to put one over. But Sukiyaki Lei is actually pretty good. And I think most of the reason why it's so highly rated and highly regarded is because it's very genuine. And the more realism you have in a story, the more people are going to connect with it. It does an excellent job of covering the awkwardness of being a teenager. So if you are an anime romance fan, this is a must-see. Even if you're not, check it out. Now, I haven't finished this yet, so that comes the question of, since you think it's so good and so great, are you actually gonna finish this show? Fuck no. You think just because a show's good, that I finish it? 0 out of 10, get the fuck out of my face, loser.
Thank you. God damn. I actually thought that I wasn't going to get at least one good show to put on this video because this whole spring catalog that we chose for our video did not seem to be very promising at all. I actually watched this one all the way through next to Aramanga Sensei. The character designs are the most generic though. It looks like anime, so that's good. But what actually takes the cake of this anime for me is the actual fighting scenes and choreography. There's a part where these busty chicks are arm wrestling, but it's so oddly satisfying to watch. The absurdity of Tsugumomo is also pretty great as well. They had an entire episode where a school was a dating simulator and you had to interact with each student with 3 given prompts. It's so stupid, I love it. I have a feeling they're trying to aim in the direction of a second season. Now, if this goes through, because I don't know if it did too great in the spring, but if they do it, I am definitely on board and I'll hop on that train.
So a lot of people lately have, not necessarily criticizing us, but, kind of telling us that we're, kind of like Demolition D, and we're not like Demolition D at all. You see, we don't say stuff like mash and muffs. We don't talk about dumb, stupid, idiot, crap, shit like Mr. D. And also he's been gone for like a year, so I don't know why you guys are trying to hold on to that. But basically what I'm trying to say is we're our own style. And just because someone else has our similar humor doesn't mean that we steal stuff. I mean, we're not like Dane Cook stealing jokes from Louis C.K. You know. So, please, view us as an original product if you can. That'd be great. You want some Mountain Dew?
Want some Mountain Dew? Want some Mountain Dew?